All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for podcast number 56. Okay, guys, wow, this is crazy. And it's our next one we're doing on Twitch, of course. We're loving it. It's having so much fun. We're going to be talking about a lot of things, like Attack on Titan, Discord events.
All sorts of stuff.
All sorts of crazy stuff happening in our lives and stuff.
The live, dealio for all of this is, again, Twitch. In the description, you can find all the information for that, but 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Monday, so tune in.
Tune in so that you can ask questions and be a part of the conversation and stuff. We'd love to have you there.
Exactly.
We're going to shout out one of our VIP patrons who's been awesome in supporting us. Stardust on the Discord. Thank you so much. Recently upgraded to VIP. Patreon. Was a very long-standing backer of ours through... regular levels of Patreon. So thank you so much for
really appreciate
your support. It means a lot, and we're happy to have you. So, let's get into this. All right, guys.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Oh, Jacob.
How are y'all doing?
We have Wirtz Dude 1 just to subscribe with the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Really appreciate that. Yeah, but how's everyone doing? Monday. Monday.
Yes, it is indeed Monday. And that is when we do the podcast.
Yeah, and like specifically this last weekend, whoa. It's been crazy.
It was pretty crazy. Yeah.
We had
Attack on Titan.
We had Attack on Titan. Holy crap.
That was ridiculous.
So guys, like, we're going to like do an official kind of bit for the YouTube VOD to let everything kind of get ready in there, but we want to give everyone the chance to get in here. What happened for you guys though this weekend? Like, let us know. Like, we want to hear what's going on with you guys. Yeah, we've got someone from, what does that say? Greetings from Serbia. Eureka 211288. Thank you very much for watching from Serbia. Holy crap. What time is it over there? I think it's like
late.
I think it's like 2 a.m. maybe.
Probably something around there.
Yeah. I know very few people from Serbia specifically. I actually know people from Moldova though.
Oh yeah?
What area related to you guys is Moldova? Hello from the Philippines.
Philippines.
Yeah, it's morning over there. So is it morning Tuesday for you, or is it morning Monday? I always forget at which point it stops wrapping around. I'm pretty sure we're equivalent -7 from.
I think so.
From Universal
PST,
Time.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Waiting for tomorrow for that Berserk reading. Yep.
That's gonna be good.
Can we get Caleb in a Sherlock Holmes outfit to fulfill his detective persona for Attack on Titan? I mean, we'll see. We'll see about that. Who knows? All right, let's see. We have Gallo Willian and Davidish15. Thank you very much for the follow.
Yes.
Welcome to the SOS family. I was at Roger Waters' show in Brazil. Do you guys ever listen to Pink Floyd? I have listened to some Pink Floyd, but that was a long time ago.
I don't actually know who Pink Floyd is.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I'm uncultured.
Yeah.
The Attack on Titan ending scene.
Status, trying to soft Florida off the rest of the U.S. Oh, Monoma. Well, there's a lot of people dealing with the hurricane right now, so I hope that any of you are in that area, just stay safe, be careful, and we love you guys. We love you guys. Be careful over there. Yes,
nice
one, Ollie. Yes,
the Attack on Titan ending scene was especially something, given my status as a manga reader. Yeah, it was pretty incredible.
He had such a violent reaction to that ED scene. It scared me a little bit. Like I apologize for my trying to stifle you, but it was so out of the blue.
I would love to tell you why I loved it so much, but I can't.
Yeah, so I totally get it.
And the thing is, it's not even anything that you would probably even be thinking of.
Wait, something that I wouldn't even be thinking of.
And no amount of thinking about what I just said would help.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dang, I thought he was giving me a hint there for a second, guys.
No, that's why that ending scene, I think, is just so incredible, because of how they just handled everything. It was both, like, just an incredible joy for, you know, those of us who have read the manga, but then for the anime-onlys, it is a great way to, like, hype you up and all that stuff and be like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? But not like,
and then like that,
yeah,
with basically like a Steins Gate like rip in the the world line. We just get inserted the future, you know, just right there with some crazy like images and stuff. Is ridiculous. So Jacobs, watch Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall clip.
Okay.
Good to know. Good to know.
Cool.
Beautiful Violet Evergarden reaction and discussion. I was just finishing last episode on playlist and notification for stream popped up. Well, thanks for joining, Eureka.
Yeah. Thank you.
Really, really appreciate it. Oh no, I tried has just followed. Thank you so much. Welcome to the SOS family. Yeah, guys, we got our sub button. So we got to plug Twitch Prime, because everyone that knows about Twitch says we have to let you know about that. And it's also just an easy thing. If you already have an Amazon Prime thing, go do that. Do that, I guess.
You hook up the Twitch account.
And we don't know what we're
Amazon
doing.
Account.
But we're gonna talk
Jeff
about
Bezos is taking over the world, and it's amazing.
We're gonna talk about a lot of things. Yes, my shirt. We're gonna be talking about Ruby Volume 6 a little bit, because that's coming very soon.
Yep.
But we're going to do our classic podcast intro. Oh, wait. Are we doing intros and outros at the end of the stream for the purpose of editing thing and all that?
Let's just do it at the end.
Let's just do it at the end?
Yeah,
right, cool.
Yeah, that'll make it easier.
Yeah, it's a kind of...
That way you don't have to find them.
It's kind of a cool thing about, I would say, Twitch with doing this live and stuff. There's a lot that... we can show you guys about kind of the way our process works, and really show you guys how little we actually edit out.
Yeah.
Like, it's something that's pretty ridiculous, is that we see a lot of people who I would say are really vulnerable. Like they'll be, they'll be completely themselves on camera and stuff, but they'll cut out just that little extra bit, and we're like, discussion time? No, let's just have a raw 50 minutes of footage. And we just love that you guys actually will watch that and engage with that, and then come onto the Discord and chat with us about it. It's so much fun. You guys are the best.
And that whole style, that's like the whole thing of like being able to just sort of just be right on camera, even with other like YouTubers and stuff. And this is not to say that they'd be like putting on a facade or whatever, anything like that, but just because of the type of content that most of the time people will be doing, it's all about having a plan and, distilling it down, and that way it's like compact, just good, quality entertainment. Right. Whereas with us, it's like, all right, let's just, hang out together and, nerd out over, awesome shows and stuff. And
so the streaming thing is actually like, it's probably a thing we're nervous about probably for no reason, because it's so natural for us to just sit here and chat with you guys. But now we get actually a way to get feedback from you guys in the middle of these conversations and discussion, and have it be in a way that's safe. We don't have to worry about crazy spoilers,
because
stuff. we have awesome
army of
mods,
and they are absolutely incredible.
Yes, I have to shout out when I mentioned Twitch Prime, Alejo, Second Coming, subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have to come up with our like catchphrase of thanking subs. Maybe welcome to the SOS family, the SOS Brigade, maybe.
Sure. Yes, I was trying to make like a sub versus dub joke, but like,
sure. Oh, F7 from the Discord just followed us. Thank you so much for the follow.
Hey.
Yeah, but also we got tagged here. I have to go to bed since it's 1 a.m. around this time, so I'm sorry, but I'll see you either tomorrow or on the next podcast stream. We will see you next time in Furnoose.
See you, Space Cowboy.
But don't worry, the VODs will all be uploaded to YouTube over the course of the week, so we don't have to worry about you missing that. It will still be there if you want to. Sorry, what did you say?
I even watched the parts where Caleb replaces the light that Jacob forgets to edit out. Yes.
See, the funny thing is that like that's the kind of thing where that's a mistake. That should have been edited out, because it's not us just talking or discussing.
But the thing is that because we'll have videos that are like almost an hour long a lot of the time, And we do a lot of videos every week, and we don't normally edit that much of it, right? Like the discussion, it'll usually just be one thing, you know, beginning to end, and there you go, right?
Right.
So we'll forget because we don't know that we need to actually go through and, like, you know, edit it every single time. So then things like that, you know, get in there, and there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we set up Twitch alerts, but we haven't customized any of the images, the GIFs, or anything like that.
WortyBat24 has just subscribed to Twitch Prime. In the words of Ida, bravo! Bravo!
That's what we should also think of. Guys, give us ideas for, like, what are some sound bites that we should include with it for subbing, for following, for bits.
Right. Different anime references we can basically slip into this.
I think we should do bravo for the sub.
Yeah.
And then for follows, we should do like doo-doo-doo.
Sure. Or, oh, wait.
What? Oh, no.
This doesn't connect very well, but...
Oh, no.
Magic item.
Oh, my gosh, guys, we have this funny story to tell you guys. So, over the course of this week, it's like, stupid.
It's not so much a story, more just like a little bit of insight into us.
So this is like my kind of humor, okay? I don't care at all about any kind of semblance of sanity with regards to the humor. But there's this part in the Konosuba sub. We were talking about how if Konosuba ever got a dub, it just wouldn't be good enough.
Yeah,
it just wouldn't. It couldn't capture the joy that the Japanese voice actors and actresses had doing these characters.
It would just be ammunition for the dub haters. Because, like, how could you possibly deliver on the same quality of performance?
And don't pick sounds that are too loud, just loud enough. Oh, totally. We can scale it down as well.
Yeah, we could have it be the Berserk clang.
No, but that's too general. People might not get it.
Sure, that's true.
But there's this part where where Megumin is talking about her eye patch, and she's like, "It's a magic item."
Yeah, and Japanese magic item.
And just the way she says it so emphatically with the English, it's beautiful. And the thing is, then I basically just replaced every kind of talking direct object, you know, in the sentence with Jacob into magic item.
Caleb, we just got another magic item.
Oh my gosh.
In Stagger TV, subscribe to Twitch Prime.
Thank you so much. Welcome to the SOS Brigade.
Yes.
Hey, I mean, we could have it be a soundbite from Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya.
I would not be
and be welcome to the SOS Brigade, you know?
Yeah, although I don't think Haruhi ever actually welcomes people into the SOS Brigade. She just says, you're part of this, and yeah, you don't have a choice, and let's go.
The radio sound effect? Maybe. Sure. I mean, we'll see. Let me see. I think we missed a couple things. Subscriber sound effects should be Jacob's laugh in that last Attack on Titan episode ending.
We don't want to scare people away, because I know while a lot of you loved it, there were some people who got nightmares from that, I believe.
That is true.
Yeah.
All sounds should just be Jacob hyperventilating. You know. Maybe if we have a thing where we have a donation thing at some point, and someone donates a stupid amount, like a really
there's a threshold
amount,
where it just takes like a clip from a reaction,
and Jacob just, you know, just starts freaking out. Oh, Quicksilver 295 SOS Bros, I love you, and your Hunter x Hunter discussion can't come soon enough. Tomorrow, you guys have some good episodes on your way. Tomorrow.
Oh yes.
Yes, your long discussion and podcast is great for long commuting peeps like me, over 40 minutes. Oh, thanks, F7th. You're like Discord mom, for real. Like, we love you so much. Okay, will you guys start reading One Piece only after Berserk? For the time being, yes, Brian. We will see about that.
Doji dub hater here. So, okay, that, all right. First, there are so many good dubs out there. There's Ghost Story highlights, if nothing else. But, like, go watch Bacano in the dub. Go watch, like, Black Lagoon in the dub. Bebop in the dub. Like,
yep. Yeah, you just mentioned
so many
greats out there.
Dubs.
Even Steins Gate has a fantastic sub. It's a pretty good dub, too. Suzume!
Yeah, that would definitely work.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of Konosuba, did you guys see that there will be a crossover anime between Konosuba, ReZero, Overlord, and Saga of Tiny of Evil? Yes, we did hear about that. It's basically like a isekai, like just snash, blah.
That
craziness.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds pretty cool. Stuff. I don't know if we'll end up checking it out and stuff.
And all that. Yeah.
I'm really glad you guys started this Twitch project because I'm not on Discord yet, card problem, and starting with Golden Keys, Berserk. Okay, well, awesome. Yeah, glad to have you here, Gabriel.
Yeah.
When is the new show starting? So that is a good question. So one of the things that Attack on Titan specifically and MHA actually were for this time, they were seasonals.
They were freebies. They were ones that we just have to see.
Right. So one of the things that we'll end up talking about, actually this is just a good time to bring it up, is we are looking to see if there's anything that we really have to watch this season.
Right.
And there's really nothing specifically catching our eye or getting thrown our way in the Discord or in our friends, that we have as contacts basically. But we have been hearing a lot about a show that's getting kind of it's a little bit edgy, but it's a fantasy, but it's not an isekai.
Yeah. Like it seems like
Goblin Slayer show.
Right. And that one, like the things that I've seemed to hear about it is that it's one of those things where it's like mixed opinions. Like some people being like, "Oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever," and then other people being like, "Okay, it's not that great," or whatever.
Right.
But it's like, you don't really know. But the one thing I do know is I've seen the art for the cover thing, promotional stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And there's someone there that has armor. And you know how I love armor.
You
it looks
love
like some
armor.
Pretty good armor. Like
that is true.
So that's almost reason enough for me to want to watch it.
Yeah, but no spoilers, of course. But let us know if you think Goblin Slayer is worth a seasonal just watch it slot.
Yeah, or even just like a test out.
Yeah, that could be something we could try to do just in general. Is say like if we hear of something being popular enough, not necessarily something that we're like. We're thinking like we have to see like it's Attack on Titan because it's not blockbuster level. It's more of an experimental show, or it's more like a big manga getting adapted or something.
Yeah, right.
I've been hearing a lot about the show. The manga Vinland Saga.
Yep,
it's going to be getting an anime adaptation,
and I think that's going to
be. I think it's in the spring, actually.
Yeah, I think which is
that's when all of the like seasonal sequels that we're wanting to watch will be coming out. So who knows?
Just ridiculous.
Korabeka and Weekend Ow have just followed. Welcome to the SOS Brigade.
Yes.
Glad to have you here.
Yeah.
But Jacob, you can man the mouse and stuff. But yeah, we're going to be talking about a couple other things coming up. Jacob had something pretty fun happen over the weekend. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so that was, and yes, the Black Lagoon dub is fantastic. And hey, talking about dubs and stuff, that is fitting because, Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, that's another amazing dub. One of the main reasons for that is that the main character in that show and the follow-up movie, which is just mind-blowingly amazing,
it is really
Kyon, is voiced by Crispin Freeman in the dub, and since a lot of it has in his internal monologuing and stuff, having a good, dub cast for him is very important, and they just knock it out of the park because it's Crispin Freeman. And the cool thing that happened over this last weekend, that I still can't really believe happened, is... So, I got to take voice lessons with Crispin Freeman.
Yep. Pretty awesome.
And they were like, it was like a group lesson thing, where it's like this big like 4-hour deal with like 8 people in there. Mm-hmm. But
one of them was Crispin Freeman.
Well, yeah, he was the one like teaching it and everything. Yeah. So that was that was kind of crazy. It was one of those things where I didn't even like after it ended, it was when my mind really sort of started shorting out because I was like, wait, that just happened. Like, I was like, he was asking me to read lines for a character and I would read lines and then he'd be like, okay, yeah, cool, change this part slightly or whatever. And it's just like, yeah, okay, all right. Like, because Yeah, so that was pretty ridiculous, and he had a lot of cool stuff to like talk about too. Like, of course, because he's like in the industry and stuff, but like he made me look at storytelling in a way that I never had before. Because like when I think about storytelling, it's usually from like the narrative, like the overarching, what kind of story are you trying to tell, right? But since he's a voice actor, the way that he approached everything was as a scene.
Oh,
what is this scene about, right?
Yeah.
And the analysis he
very
was
compartmentalized.
Very compartmentalized. Just taking this as a component of a story and saying, how do we make this component of the story as good as it possibly can be?
Right.
Right? And it was really cool. And one of the things that he talked about is he was like, this is the most important thing I'm going to teach you. Mm-hmm. He's like, and a lot of, this is something that like a lot of other voice actors won't do or won't know, and that's why they won't get hired.
Gotcha.
It's like, this is what I call the $1 million question. In any scene, what are you wanting as an emotional response from your scene partner? Because usually a scene will mainly involve two people. Maybe there's more, but at any point in the scene, when characters are interacting, it's not just about interacting and like being true to yourself as a character and all that stuff, but the idea of wanting something from them, right? Whether that's connection or whether that's like you want them to do something, the idea is that you don't just want them to do something, you want to do something in a certain way with a certain emotion behind it, right? And it was like, it was really cool because he would take all these different scenes from like usually like Disney films and stuff, and he would basically say, okay, here, this is what's happening, but the undertone for everything is that they are trying to get something from the other person on an emotional level. And if you're able to communicate that and demonstrate that in your acting, then you'll be able to do the same thing to the audience and the people that are, developing the project and all that. And it was just like, holy crap. Like he took even something like the Farquaad interrogation, of the gingerbread man.
Yeah.
That was
I heard you voice acting that.
Yeah,
I tried to be fair to you creatures. Now my patience has reached its end. Tell me, horror.
Yeah, and like, and that was actually kind of like frantic because I thought this was gonna happen. Like, okay, because the way it basically happened was it's like, okay, we signed up and managed to actually get in, and like. Mm-hmm. Anyone can try to get into his lessons because it's just on like his website, right? Mm-hmm. But they go the public at a certain time when you can like buy a spot in them, and it'll be a matter of seconds before it's sold out because there's only 8 spots, right?
Yeah.
And then once I got in, they basically sent me something saying, choose one of these like 4 monologues that you think would fit your natural voice best, and then perform it, practice it till you can do it. Without any mistakes or anything like that, and send it in, and then based on that, we'll be able to tell what kind of general voice you have.
Gotcha.
And then we'll assign you something after that to practice as a reading, as if you were doing like an audition.
Right. And which one did you choose?
I chose. So there was one from a movie I didn't recognize. There was Aragorn's speech at the Black Gate.
Yep.
And I was just like, oh man, I so wanted to do
that
one.
The day may come when the courage of men fails.
Yes, but it is not this day. Yeah. But and then there were 2 from Princess Bride, which is awesome. There was Wesley's speech as the Man in Black to Buttercup, and then there was Count Rugen's speech to Wesley in the Pit of Despair. And I did that one because, I very much feel like I'm more suited to villainy. Mm-hmm.
So you guys all saw his cackle laugh at the Attack on Titan finale reaction from mid-season finale. Yeah.
But I sent that in, and then they sent back Tulio from The Road to El Dorado. Mm-hmm. And I did that one, and then the thing that was crazy, and I had a feeling that they were going to do this, but after that was done, he was like, okay, cool, as soon as you're done with this one, I'm going to give you another character, and then you have until we go through the cycle of the 7 other classmates and come back to you. You have that much time in order to learn this character in this scene and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
Because that's, how it is in the real world, I guess. You just don't have much time for these things. And for that one, it was Lord Farquaad, the interrogation. And that one was weird because it's like, Lord Farquaad is Lord Farquaad, you know? So it's like, how do you not think of just Lord Farquaad? But it was a lot of fun.
That's so cool. Yeah. I mean, in some ways, guys, we would love to end up being like voice actors, and so not only that, like end up doing creative projects where we will just voice act our own creative characters, our OCs, essentially.
Exactly, yeah.
So there's a lot of cool things that can happen there. So I'm really glad that you ended up getting into that, because he's someone that not only does a good villain, but he does a good kind of young guy protagonist as well.
Yep.
We all know the Kire
Kotomine, yeah.
Yes, the deep, sultry voice.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, Lunar!
Hey!
Just subscribed with Twitch Prime.
Thank you.
One of the OG patrons that supported us.
OG VIP.
Yep.
Yeah, and yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for the Twitch support, dude. And we have Emeldels.
We're not entirely sure.
I mean, we tried, but thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the SOS Brigade.
Oh, by the way, we have a shout out that we need to do for VIP.
Let's do that in the intro.
Good. That is a good idea.
Yeah, I've got it.
But like just the fact that I was able to do something like that, I want to make sure you guys understand just how incredible that is, because
so cool.
Because one, I never even thought that something like that would be possible, right? Because you know, the fact that Crispin Freeman teaches voice acting, it's like that's fantastic, that's awesome, right? But I would not probably be able to do something like that without you guys, you know, supporting us and doing all the stuff like you've done, right? So we can keep doing this, and it's amazing. But also just having the confidence to be like, oh no, what? No, I can do cool things like that. Like why not? You know, just push boundaries and everything. And so thank you so much.
So cool. Yeah. But we have a lot of people that have been telling us about not only Goblin Slayer, but a lot of other shows that are coming out in the spring season. So I think the general thing I saw with Goblin Slayer is people are saying that this person was inspired by Berserk.
Oh, gotcha.
But it naturally got a lot of people divided. Yeah, this one from Gabriel here says, it's doing a very decent job so far, in my opinion. Very decent direction. The character exposition after episode 1 was great. I saw basically some people saying that it's like, you know, it's kind of a mixed bag. But a lot of people do like it. Yeah. So, of course, it's getting pretty popular.
And I would say with just about any story, the most important thing is going in with properly set expectations.
For sure.
You know, because, like, if the people that were disappointed were going into it expecting Berserk, well, I mean, then of course they'd be disappointed, right? Berserk is Berserk. Like,
or they were expecting something that, you know, was like a specific aspect of Berserk.
Right, exactly.
And it didn't encompass that.
Ooh. Yeah. Mesker has subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. Mesker 1 specifically.
Yes.
And Nyarny has followed. Thank you.
Welcome to the SOS Brigade. I like saying that. Welcome to the SOS Brigade. It kind of feels natural. We're calling our Discord the SOS Brigade. Yeah. And we'll probably find some way to meld Twitch and the Discord together.
Yeah.
Once we figure out that whole stuff. Saying, is there a possibility of you watching the Hunter x Hunter movies after the series ends? Maybe.
I mean, yeah, the real question is,
would it be put on YouTube?
Right, exactly. We generally just don't do movies as reactions, because 10 minutes.
YX Casual says Vinland Saga is likely to be delayed since Wit Studio are the ones doing it. So Attack on Titan having its half season in the same vein could end up.
Vinland Saga is going to be done by Wit.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
I mean, they're a good studio and stuff, but like I wouldn't say they're like one of the greatest studios.
Well, sure, but that being said,
and they made other things than Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
But it's like
right. But what basically, if they take the same, because the Attack on Titan probably put them in under a lot of pressure.
Sure,
and
that makes sense.
And they probably put a lot more resources into Attack on Titan than they would for just another show, right?
Right.
But if that same if they were forged in the fires of Attack on Titan, right, and then they take that same level of just awesomeness that they've been putting into Attack on Titan and apply it to another show, that could be pretty amazing.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to bring up specifically was we have our Discord events going on in next couple of days, next 4 days,
yes,
specifically. And I wanted to kind of let you guys in on what that kind of means and stuff, because last time we did this was in May, and I don't know if any of you subscribe to our channel or follow our general content back then, but what it was trying to find a way to encourage basically kind of community participation in doing these fun, goofy things that would also give us an excuse to reward you guys with really funny, wacky, alternative content.
Right.
Because here's the thing, guys. We love stories. We love stories in every form. But the thing is that we're human beings, too, that have, like, goofy, fun tendencies as well that sometimes don't translate into that medium perfectly.
Especially because, like it can be easy to sort of just get caught up in the machine of, watching all the different shows that we're watching and, like, cranking them out and everything. But, like, that adding variety and everything.
Adding variety and fun and wacky stuff is what we're all about. So in the Discord right now, we have 6 fandom factions. We have Band of the Hawk representing Berserk. We have Body Improvement Club representing Mob Psycho 100. We have Class 1A representing MHA. We have Meat is God representing Haikyuu. We have the Hunter Association representing Hunter x Hunter, and Stardust Crusaders representing JoJo's. But what it is that if you participate in these events, you contribute towards points, which go towards these milestones of us doing these wacky types of content. So here are some of the things that we're going to be doing.
Oh boy!
If the point milestones are reached,
right? This is all potential.
So if you're already supporting us on Patreon at any level, you have permission to access the Discord and stuff, and just ask about the events and stuff once you're in there. The events are getting rewarded with these milestones if the point values are reached. A 2 truths and a lie stream about us, and we'll provide a whole list of ones there, just things that you guys will have to then just guess as to what thing is the lie in that case. Exactly. We'll do an anime quiplash stream with people in the Discord providing the people that'll play with us, because you can play with 8 players and like 10,000 audience members, so you guys will vote.
Pretty awesome.
And I will make anime specific questions and stuff, so that it's going to be like extra funny. I'm going to also try and shoot a little bit of an Ultimate Frisbee video. I've talked about this so much that I would love to kind of show you guys what it's like, and just, finding some way to put some footage together and share that with you guys. That's the third thing. We're going to do another Rate Your Waifus and Husbandos video. We loved doing that last time. It went on a little bit too long, so we're going to do a more condensed version so that we could potentially do like a lot of these. So there's that. We heard you guys loud and clear of what you would love for us to do a Let's Play of, so Doki Doki Literature Club will get a Let's Play.
Yep.
We're going to make an anime crack video and dub it with our ridiculous voice acting and voices and stuff.
That'll be interesting.
That'll be interesting. So instead of the Griffith sexuality video, it's going to be dubbed with us, essentially. Something like that.
We'll have to do something like that.
Yeah.
Figure something out.
And we're getting into the bigger stuff here. We'll do another sneak peek of Jacob's book, Battle Lines.
Yep. Pretty cool. Yeah.
And then this is the big one, probably the biggest one on the milestone. This might not even actually happen. We've talked so much about what we consider to be the greatest show of all time, Avatar: The Last Airbender. If you haven't seen it, what are you doing with your life? Boy. But we're going to do a Avatar: The Last Airbender Twitch binge stream. Now, we haven't decided yet whether or not it would be all 3 seasons in one sitting.
I mean, we have done a 24-hour video before.
Right, and this would be approximately 20 hours.
Right, and for, like, this would be Airbender, so that, like, we could probably do it, but, like...
Now, but can you imagine, like, us hyped up on, like, energy drinks, like, having a party with you guys, and then we, like... break Twitch in like our own little small corner of just Avatar,
and then suddenly we're like, okay, we could get partner now. We need to just do a bunch of random other Twitch days because we already have the
hours necessary. I think that's what we can do this for, Jacob. Is that this will be if you guys participate in the Discord factions and get the points up for there, what we'll end up getting this to be is the Make Semblance of Sanity Twitch partner stream.
Right.
We're streaming Avatar: The Last Airbender with some kind of a timer for them to follow along with, so we don't get in trouble or anything. But yeah, that is the list of things. And in addition to all this, this is all for the Discord faction events and stuff. Whichever faction wins gets an exclusive choice of what our next seasonal show slot will be given to.
Right. We won't give you complete, total, whatever, you know, just like, we're not going to be watching Boku no Pico. You know,
right.
Like,
we're going to give you a list of shows that we would like to watch in that current, like, seasonal slot, essentially, and then you guys will vote to go which one would be there. So check out
ever in your favor.
Yeah, so check out the Discord through our Patreon. Semblance of Sanity on Patreon. I don't know if I've linked it in the description. I don't think I have yet. But yeah, that's going to be a big thing. A list of some of the events that we're doing on the Discord that are just kind of the fun type of things you could see. There's a meme video battle. There's an Hunger Games simulator using the factions. There's a monthly Ruby Team Arena role-playing showdown event.
It's madness in there, I tell you.
There's an MHA mini RPG. There's bi-weekly art and fan fiction contests. There's Hunter x Hunter themed treasure hunts. There's going to be a faction voice chat event where we'll do like public reading / kind of rap battles / poetry battles or something like that. And you know, text meme contests, and then there will be a roleplay themed mysterious stranger that I will control that will go about and give boons to people and little fun ridiculous things and stuff. So that's all happening in the Discord starting October 19th. Big deal. We're gonna plug it here. We're gonna plug it all over our YouTube channel, Twitter, and anything like that. So
and I really have to
check it out.
Like, okay, just so you guys know, my involvement in this has been all of zero. So, I really have to basically shout out Caleb right here because there are a bunch of like people on the Discord, like, you know,
helping me,
all pitching in and helping out and stuff. But this is basically his brainchild, his baby, the thing that he's always wanted to do.
I love making community-themed games.
The specific type of insanity that he's always wanted to unleash. And
I'm making it happen.
Yeah.
So if that,
get on that. Get on the Discord.
So if that interests you, at the very least, if you're interested in seeing us do things like a Doki Doki Literature Club Let's Play, or an Avatar: The Last Airbender binge stream, or any of those other things I mentioned, any kind of support in our Patreon gets you into that. We'll find some way to make it so that if you're like a Twitch sub, you also get access to the Discord.
Right.
But yeah, stuff like that. It's Caleb Unleashed madness in the Discord. Fun stuff there. Ask questions there. A couple of the mods in here will probably be able to answer some of your basic questions. So, the Hunter x Hunter treasure hunt thing is generally Greed Island themed. That is what it was last time, and it will probably be something similar this time here. Oh my gosh, we forgot to check our feed of followers and cheers and stuff. We have our first person who cheered to us, guys.
Thank you.
Fear ETNB. Thank you for the 100 bits. You are the first person to ever cheer our Twitch.
Thank you so much.
Wow, this is like a monumental time. This is so cool. Fear TNB also followed us, and Rita2273. Thank you so much for the follows. Welcome to the SOS Brigade.
Also, Aranza Boy.
Aranza Boy
asked if we have any hope of watching Keijo in the future. Now, so
you tell him. You tell him.
Because I figured Caleb would not be of the particular taste for something as classy as Keijo. And, I was bored one day and wanted to just basically unwind, right? I watched some of Keijo.
Yep.
It was actually pretty entertaining.
He did.
and well, who is it? Like, I think Megumin is one of the characters in there. Like, yeah, I was just watching it, and I'm like, wait a minute, that person's Megumin. Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, now people are all cheering. Lunar just cheered with 100 bits, says beaten to it, but hey, it's all good.
Sallow Ghost is followed.
Thank you so much. And total control. Nice. According to Binge Clock, it would take 30 hours and 30 minutes to binge all of Avatar: The Last Airbender in one go. I think it's actually less than that.
I think that is what it would be if you had the opening and ending.
Yeah, we can set it up to where it would be none of that.
Because that's another 4 minutes per episode. And, you know, when you take a 20-minute episode and bump it up to 24 minutes, that's a... Oh.
GUI Engineer just cheered 1,000 with 1,000 bits. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Rubonk.
Thank you so much.
I guess that's some kind of emoji. That's pretty awesome. Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. They're definitely not playing Detroit or any David Cage LMAO. Is that a game or something? I think Detroit Become Human could be a cool game for a Let's Play. It's more of a story than a game anyways. I think I've heard about this game. I might have been spoiled or something. That's the game with cyborgs and, like, becoming human, right?
Right.
Like, it's the one with the meme of the guy painting.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy was like painting, and then he goes, "Oh my god!" Well, and then it just shows something like a trap or something.
A Stolfo, you know.
Oh my gosh, Aranza Boy is really hyped for the Avatar.
Yes. Well, hey, that's the biggest Discord like goal thing, right?
Yeah, that is the biggest one. So it would take a lot to get that one to be done.
But you know.
So do a Let's Play of Yakuza 0. There are a lot of people on our Discord that want us to do a Yakuza deal. I think the first, like, AAA game, though, that we're going to play, like, high-level graphics intensity game, will be Divinity Original Sin 2.
Yeah.
We are big fans of RPGs and all that jazz. Jacob is secretly more of a weeb than Caleb. No, it's not a secret. He is 100% more weeb than I am. Like, what did you watch the first episode of? That one show that
no. So I watched the entire first season of Aremo.
Oh my god!
And I actually enjoyed it.
Okay, all right.
I was a bit upset that it went into a second season and it didn't end at the first season, because they actually had, like, for what it's worth, and you know the fact that it is about a brother and sister, they actually did tell a fairly sweet story, all things considered, but then it was like, oh, let's not end it here because we want it to keep going, because we want to have a second season or whatever, and it's just like, okay. And I just didn't watch that. Like, I binged to finish it.
But what was the one show I'm talking about?
So now yeah, I have to preface this with
it was for science, right?
No, it was not for science. It was basically in innocence.
Oh, sure it was.
No, I didn't. So I've never really, like, gone and explored the darker side of anime, right? Now, when I heard about this show called Eromanga Sensei, I didn't even know what it was, like, about, right? I just heard a bunch of people talking about it, right? And then Gigak made a video on it talking about how he absolutely loved it.
Okay.
Despite what it's about.
Gotcha.
Little sister and all that. And I was like, okay, the way he talked about it was so sarcastic and so just like, it just like, as if it was some genius masterpiece. I was like, okay, I need to check it out. And he kept on saying how, like, it's totally crazy and, you know, like, you know, and all that. But I was like, okay, yeah, but, like, it's probably just one of those things of, like, you know, for you know, kicks and stuff. But it's not actually going to be, like, that bad. And then I watched the first episode and I'm like, yeah.
You're like, do not want.
Do not want.
Okay, a lot of people are sending us bits, and we have V6ers saying they're hosting us with a viewer. Thank you so much for the host.
Yes.
We have GUI Engineer. Just sent us 500 bits. Wow. Says Tails Games. Oh, I think that's Telltale Games.
Well, no, I think he's talking about Tales of Zestria and things like that.
Oh, I don't know anything about those.
They're like JRPGs. There's quite a few of them. I think there was an anime made of.
There's tons of JRPGs, and those are crazy.
Wax Casual has used 100 bits. Persona 5.
It's a must if you love anime and RPGs. Thank you so much for the bits.
Yeah.
Persona 5 is one that I think I got turned off a little bit by. Kind of actually the wrong reason. Like, it seemed like a game that was like people were saying it was more like a, not like a combat thing, but like just a companion kind of, you know, you know, just kind of a companion grind simulator kind of thing.
Okay,
and I'm like, okay, I think that's probably the like a very specific part of it, but it's like not at all a great representation of
what I heard was that the anime wasn't good because it basically, the game was fantastic, but the anime didn't make it be its own thing, kind of.
Gotcha.
It was basically just kind of like the game, but one of those things where it'd be better to just play the game and watch the anime.
Makes sense, yeah.
Rusty Caravan subbed. Thank you so much for giving us another magic item.
Magic item, yes.
Yeah. Yes, yeah, I know. Aramanga. Yeah, it's like, what was I thinking, you know, but now I am wiser.
The Soyanis asking, what is your favorite genre in video games, like RPG, RTS, fighting, etc.? Probably the RPG. I really do RPGs. Like card games, like kind of deck building card games. Like I love Hearthstone. I love Slay the Spire. It comes from my board game fascination. I will play basically any card-based board game that exists, even the ones that aren't even that good.
Yeah.
Giguk's best video ever. Hashtag not blood related.
Okay, no, but let's be real here. The way he put that video together was fantastic because, like, he was so being so dramatic about something that is so over the top in and of itself. It was like the fact that he was able to make a show like that actually sound like entertaining and worth like giving a shot is incredible.
That is pretty incredible.
So, yeah.
GUI Engineer says, I have an extra Tales of Berseria code for Steam. Just saying.
Berseria. Oh, yeah, that's what... Yeah,
okay. Well, really we could find a way to give out my Steam, you know?
I kind of want to have the first, like, JRPG I play, though, be Final Fantasy IX.
Why specifically 9?
It's one of those things like, okay, because we all know about like Final Fantasy 7, right?
Oh yeah, we all know.
But I've seen some things about Final Fantasy 9 and it looks just like a really like wholesome fantasy story that basically relishes all the tropes and like cheesy bits, you know?
Yeah, totally.
But just owns them and does like really good characters and things like that. And there's this song called Melodies of Life that I discovered a cover of it from some person on Spotify, and I listen to that all the time now, and it's just amazing, and I love it so much, and I would love to, you know, play the game that got that.
We actually would love to talk a little bit about Attack on Titan on the stream here.
Yeah.
But let's bring that up. Let's bring that up really quickly here, because the majority of this is a podcast thing for just kind of general talk and stuff. But the thing with the Attack on Titan little mid-ED scene was that I feel like they're basically saying, hey, we apologize for having to make you guys wait. Here is a bit of a teaser. Because what it is it's not saying that they messed up or anything. It's basically them saying, hey, we respect you guys as fans, so here you go. Here's a little teaser or something. But specifically, it's because they want to keep the fandom alive. There's something about Attack on Titan's initial hype that it had in Season 1 that's truly never been recovered since then. But I think they're really trying to get that back with this bit here. This scene, this little mid scene, is something that seems so perfectly like viral, like, you know, potentially, that they're basically saying, okay, get hyped, guys, get hyped, because once we come back to Attack on Titan, we are going to go mad with, you know, just awesome, crazy stuff. I'm going to give you the mouse and stuff just in case people are throwing more specific manga stuff.
Right, if it just explodes and it's too much for our army
just
to handle.
Just to bring up something one of our mods was saying, hey, Caleb, try Gwent. It's a card game that came from the Witcher 3 game that's so well received that it was given a standalone game. Yeah, I've tried Gwent. Gwent is pretty cool. I just found that I was not really good at it, and I didn't know how to really get good at it. Yeah. The AI was beating me pretty hard, and I kept over-investing into one of the phases, you know? Because there's 3 phases, and you have to win 2 out of 3. I just kept doing that wrong.
Gotcha.
But great recommendation. Is
a bunch of people saying 9 is awesome and underrated.
Okay, cool. Corebecca hosted us with 1 viewer. Thank you so much. PNGN1859 has followed. Welcome to the SOS Brigade. So Attack on Titan. We're at this point here. What are your hype levels as a person that knows the future,
right?
But also knows where we're at? And did you expect it to end here? Did you expect it to go?
I forgot. I was kind of like, wait a minute, what are they going to have the last episode be? I'm like, I figured it'd be something where it's like, oh, okay, they would like end it with like them getting to Shiganshina or something like that. But then I remembered the whole food thing again. It was in the manga, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. This is good. And all the character things that they used to, like, you know, surround that, and I was like, that's right.
Like with Levi, with Erwin, with Armin and Eren and Mikasa.
Yep. One of the things that I noticed when I was editing that, the way that Armin talks about it, the whole thing of like the dream and everything, and the way Eren talks about it. What it seemed like to me, different levels of passion, but it seemed to me less of a thing of Eren being cold towards Armin, but rather showing that Eren had stopped believing in the dream. He had completely let it die. Sure. So and then Armin tries to, like, you know,
he tries to cheer him up,
and like, you know, wake it back up, fan the flame, and all that, you know, and be like, no, remember the ocean, you know, it might actually exist, you know, maybe we'll be able to find it.
Especially perfect because we know that Eren gets to see the ocean because of that way they teased us in the beginning of the first episode of season 3. And it is really awesome. Like, I really think that Eren is in a rough place that if someone, you know, in their kind of named character squad that's going to Shiganshina dies, or if multiple of them die, it's really scary, like, how that's going to affect him. Because they every once in a while bring up the whole, like, we have Eren, he's you know, he's our secret weapon, he's the hope of humanity, all these specific things. I really think that, you know, with that whole potential thing of them using the Titan serum to get one of these people that have gone with them to become another Titan and stuff, especially if they prepare a shifter to be consumed.
Which could be tough, but yeah.
Well, but I could see it happening where this is a very much casualties on both sides battle. Like the Shiganshina thing. It's not going to be a thing where it's just the good guys' overwhelming victory.
That would make it a lot more epic. Because with Attack on Titan, because they've so many times had it where, you know, they just get completely trounced, right? That just happened over and over again in season 1.
Right.
The idea of having something where, like, especially since it's not just Reiner and Berthold. It's Reiner, Berthold, and the Beast Titan. So it's like, this is a lot of convergence that's happening here. And it's just like, oh, man.
Yeah. If you're watching Attack on Titan and you're an anime only like me, like, isn't this like such a treat? Isn't this like crazy? Like, I really feel like the heart palpitation stress of, like, what's gonna happen next, because there's a lot of things that I feel like Attack on Titan really does according to the tropes. And then when they decide to kill people, they've been, so far, I would say, relatively safe with who they decide to kill. Like, there hasn't been any really like, heavy deaths in a while.
Yeah, like in season 1, when people, you know, were like, that was all there was, and people were talking about how, like, oh my gosh, you know, Attack on Titan just kills off characters. What they were really talking about was how Attack on Titan will kill off a lot of people in bloody ways, right? And people just die. But as far as characters, we didn't really have many, because we had Marco, right? Rest in peace, Mr. Wholesale.
Yeah,
but
we got Levi's squad.
And we got Levi's squad, but even Levi's squad, since they hadn't been introduced from the beginning, that you could have...
Petra, no!
Yeah. Dead 1, Dead 2, Dead 3, and Petra. I'm the only one people care about because I'm a cute girl, yeah.
But now... we have a very real threat of losing named characters. And I feel like the episode that we got at the end was just a ton of people potentially showing death flags. And also, if we look
they were throwing them all over the place,
especially if we take in context the previous, like, 3 episodes or so. Probably the ones surrounding the whole race cavern raid.
Okay.
The ones before it and the ones after.
Yeah.
There's a lot of potential people that could end up dying. So pretty crazy.
RWBY Volume 6 trailer comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to talk about RWBY. Yes, the not only the trailer come out tomorrow. We're basically like at that hype period where we're starting to get like news about RWBY Volume 6 and stuff. So we will talk about that, Ollie. We will definitely talk about that.
But yeah, like Attack on Titan. There are so many things that I would love to talk about it with you, Caleb. Like, but can't because really that ending scene. Mm-hmm. It did so many things so well, like in ways that I would love to be able to talk about here.
Right,
but I can't.
But you can't. I mean, that's totally fine. Yeah. Specifically with Attack on Titan ending, though, we will be looking at potentially having a show replace it, but we might not. And this is the thing about...
this was a season.
Yeah, this is the thing about this slot, is we essentially reserve the right to just say, okay, there's nothing there. We're going to have a little bit of a break on this slot.
This wasn't replacing anything in the beginning.
And it's going to give Jacob a little bit more time with his book, so you can get that out.
I was actually very happy that they kind of split the core, because the whole thing of like doing the like reactions and editing them and all that stuff and getting them up as soon as possible after watching it, the day of, just like we did in the old days. It takes a toll, and having a break like this is going to be awesome. But
yeah, you're pretty close to finishing. What draft are you on?
I'm on draft 5.
He's on draft 5 of his book,
just about wrapped up with it. I am.
It's insane.
Writing a new chapter for the end. Because it's an important chapter, I need to take my time with it. But like all the other stuff is basically fixed. I might add another one into the middle towards the beginning. Yeah. But yeah, like it's really cool seeing it come together, guys. Like I can't wait for you guys to be able to read it and just come to this world, because like here's the thing. Okay. Full on weeb, right? Like I'm just a crazy nerd. And like I'll come up with headcanons and ships and AUs and stuff for my own book.
But you can't put them in because...
But I can't really put them in because, I mean, like, headcanons are just canon, right?
Right.
And ships are, like, it's, there's no crack ships. It's just
basically.
All, yeah. So, and I can't talk about any of that with anybody, really, because... Yeah, so yeah. How many pages does the book have? I'm not entirely 100% clear on that right now, because I am basically going to be sending it to the formatting people, and then they'll handle all that stuff, and then we'll figure out what it is. But word-wise, it's sitting at about 115,000, 120,000 words right now. But it will probably be, it could be around 125 by the time it's done, because I have 1 or 2 chapters I want to add in for extra goodness. Yeah, to make it thick.
Very thick book.
Oh, and okay, here's something really cool. So
what's that?
One of the things that I've had a lot of trouble with the book is knowing when something is really good, because because I will forget, because I look at it so much that I'll just be like, yeah, this is here and it's a thing, and cool. It's like when you are around something all the time and you stop smelling it anymore, even if it smells amazing.
Yep, totally get that. Yeah,
we had that when we were working our job at the candy shop all those years ago.
Yep.
And my person who's doing the line edits, they sent back the last chunk of the edits on what I'd written, and because it is one of the later chapters. But they basically said, so with this chapter, I don't really have anything to say about it. I like they made like 2 things that they pointed out of like, oh yeah, you have an extra word here that doesn't, that's not supposed to be here or something like that.
But they're just doing line edits.
Yeah. But they were like, I read this chapter like 10 times. It is awesome. I love it so much. Yes.
Yes, that's the best.
And here's the thing. From draft 1 to draft 5, it changed a lot. Not the chapter, but the story overall. And this is the main thing that actually was something that stayed more or less the same.
Gotcha.
Because like, even if the story stayed the same in parts, a lot of it I would just have to completely rewrite, right?
Makes sense.
And with this, there were certain things where even if I had to tweak it and how I wrote it, it was pretty close to what it was originally. And it's one of those things where it's like, I do something I do a lot of things in this book that I've always wanted to because the idea is that this is the book that I've always wanted to read, right? And I do some things in there that are really cool. Like, not to toot my own horn, but they're really cool. And in this chapter in particular is one of them, and it was one that I didn't originally plan for. I was listening to I think it was Lost My Pieces. I was listening to Lost My Pieces from Toradora on repeat. If you haven't seen Toradora, watch Toradora.
This is how I'm gonna kill this person.
But
darkness.
I can't say what it is.
Feelings.
Because it's.
I'm glad. Awesome. It makes me hyped to see how much excitement you have for your book and stuff. We have Daw hosting us with one viewer. Thank you so much for the host. Daw. And Kingsgrave, just follow us. Thank you so much for the follow. Well, you wait for those to be displayed, Jacob.
Yeah, Toradora, the greatest love story of all time, actually. Yes,
wait. No. Let's start. You can start from the top, Jacob. Chances of watching shows like Rakugo that have been in the polls for a while but lack popularity. We're gonna watch everything eventually, guys.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Assuming
if it's on our list, it will eventually be watched.
Yep.
Yes. It doesn't matter. Assuming it can win polls, it eventually will win a poll.
Well, unless it's like Steins Gate Zero or something, because I'm pretty sure Steins Gate Zero has a Voldemort curse on it or something.
No. Love from Iran. I hope you guys someday watch Gintama, that anime changed your world about storytelling. We know plenty of people have recommended us to watch Gintama. In fact, that was who sent us the bits just now. YX Casual, thanks for the 100 bits, says, have you guys ever heard of Gintama? And will it ever appear on a poll? Well, the thing is that Gintama is really long. It is really long. Really long.
Like, we've been doing Hunter x Hunter this long with 2 slots, which is not something we're planning to repeat.
So we'll see about Gintama. I make no promises, but the thing is that then Gintama is always kind of in our reserve, just in case we really want something that we know is going to be good.
Yeah. If we ever get cocky and think we've watched all the good anime out there,
we'll be like, well, we haven't watched Gintama.
That's
true.
We
haven't watched Legend of the Galactic Heroes, We'll basically start pulling out those oldies but proven goodies, that's where it's at.
Are we going to see some references in to some of the anime you love in your book, Jacob? Absolutely. I pride myself on just throwing in all these little things here, because one of my favorite things in stories is when you see something, you notice something, and it could be a reference to something else, or it could be, whatever, right?
Right.
And you wonder, okay, am I just looking at this too closely, or did the writer actually intend that? And I want there to be a bunch of those that, yes, are very much intended. And it's going to be awesome.
So if you're an anime fan, or you like some of the anime Jacob likes, you will probably see some some references in there for sure. Yes, he will be selling it on Amazon.
The pre-orders won't be able to be on Amazon because reasons, but when pre-orders are available, we'll talk about all that.
Yeah, for sure. One of the things I wanted to talk about was brought up earlier was Ruby Volume 6 is coming up. So we will be doing reactions for that. That is essentially going to be a somewhat of a seasonal slot getting put up there. Ruby is a show that is very near and dear to both of our hearts for being kind of an inspirational work of people that are, passionate anime fans. and yeah, just did the impossible and made their show into a
row fight the power.
Yeah, but like an actual like worldwide phenomenon.
Yep.
Like it's crazy to think
insane.
about. Yeah, like it's actually something that boggles my mind, and you know, like I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do with this next one. Like in some ways, Volume 5 wasn't like anywhere near the best volume, but I can see like with them having Genlock on the horizon and stuff.
Oh yeah,
they've got to be pretty confident in what they're doing for Ruby to be able to have two crazy shows coming out. At the same time. So that's going to be awesome. And yeah, I'm wearing my Ruby Chibi shirt in hype preparation for it. There will be a trailer releasing tomorrow, which is going to be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
What else? Eraserhead has just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Hey,
thank you.
Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub.
Item.
See, I don't think magic item actually works here. But we need to find some
it's like a sub. It's like a it's like a thing.
Maybe.
But yeah. Okay, guys. So, for any of you that have seen the Violet Evergarden reaction that's on early access, they did something really cool in there, and I didn't really realize just how much I liked this storytelling like component or motif, I guess, or I don't know, that they used, but it just wrecked me. And that's the idea of like the father-daughter relationships, like in storytelling. I just like they did it in a fantastic way, but like if that resonates with you at all, like one, you need to watch Sweetness and Lightning and Usagi Drop, because those are two great shows.
I want to watch both of those, but they're too wholesome for the polls, I guess, Jake.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where like it will just reduce me to tears, and it's kind of one of those things of like I don't know why, but at the same time it's like I kind of, there doesn't need to be anything else to a story than that. Like even The Last of Us, that's another great example of the father-daughter relationship.
Yeah.
In a zombie survival game, right?
Sure.
But then they're like, oh no, let's actually do this with it, and it's just like,
what's your feelings about possibly reading more manga? We'll be reading One Piece eventually.
Yep.
So we'll eventually.
We're locked and loaded for that.
Are you guys more interested in watching Yu Yu Hakusho since it's made by the same author as Hunter x Hunter and has fewer episodes? We have actually someone in our Discord, specifically actually here in Twitch as well, Lunar, who has been shilling us on Yu Yu Hakusho since the beginning of days.
Yeah.
And the thing I've always told him is that it is still too long. And also, his way of showing it has been, there's a segment of episodes in the beginning that we should watch, not necessarily the whole thing, and that he would prefer, if we were to watch it at all, just at least watch that first segment of it. That could tell us whether we keep going with it. The Disastrous Life of Psyche K. Ever seen or is in the polls? Hilarious anime with similar theme as One Punch Man, but the protagonist has psychic powers and is a kudere, also played by Levi's voice actor.
Oh,
that sounds fun. It hasn't been in the polls, but we could put it into like a segment of the list that we have on our
keep our eyes out for it.
List,
that sounds kind of like Mob Psycho.
Yeah, kind of.
Which is fantastic, and I do love kuderes. Like,
yeah, you do. Yeah, for sure. So, Wolfwoods has just followed. Thank you so much for the follow. And Eric Walt has subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. If it's not magic item, then what do we do?
Yeah, we'll have to think of that, Jacob. That's the thing. The Kenshiro reference. In GTO. GTO is amazing. What I need, I'm sure this has already been done, but just the fact that he does that. I want an image or a something of just Kenshiro going and then Jotaro going like on like both sides just at each other.
Oh, gotcha! Like they're fighting and
like
stuff.
some kind of a meme video. That would be so funny.
Legend of Galactic Heroes got a re-release. Yeah, we are aware of that.
Tritium DK asks, very happy you guys are reading Berserk. I'm translating the newer chapters to English as they come out, and I can't wait for you to catch up.
Oh boy.
What do you think of Hunter x Hunter so far? Oh, watch the reactions and stuff. Oh my gosh, Daigo, like
we think yes.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. There are a couple of repeats in here. Yeah, quite a few. Hold on. Yeah, we'll eventually get to your question, guys. No need to repeat it.
Yeah, no worries.
I mean, it does help to tag us and stuff, but yeah, appreciate it. Glad to sub, guys. This is Nahijon Eric on the Discord.
Oh, hey, great to see ya.
Glad to have you here. Appreciate it. Fun fact about Berserk, one of its biggest inspirations is Star Wars for the fantasy and the Rwandan Civil War for the psychology.
Ooh. Those are two very different things that communicate a lot about it.
Whoa, yeah. Yeah, seriously, that's crazy.
Erase your head. I completely get that father-daughter relationship feels. Thank you. Mm-hmm. It's just...
Yeah. One of the things that I wanted to also talk about is I think it was 2 weeks ago. It was more than a few days ago. I played Slay the Spire on Twitch here. I was wondering if you guys see the potential of me doing a Friday night play games with Caleb Twitch gaming kind of part of the schedule. And then if we did that, what do you think would be a good time in general for me to start? It can't be before 5 p.m. It has to be later. So let me know what you guys think about that. It would be kind of a variety gaming thing. I would just play kind of a bunch of games, I would say. Maybe I would play a bunch of different games from week to week.
Sure.
But something like Slay the Spire, that's something I really love and have a lot of fun doing. There's a bunch of other games that are single player in terms of I could play it and Jacob, you could totally be there.
Oh yeah.
But it would probably be more fun for whoever's playing it, for instance. Yeah.
I actually was watching the first Slay the Spire stream that you did. Mm-hmm. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you might have actually seen me in the audience.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Sneaky. We don't need to tell everyone about that alt Twitch account.
No, not at all.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Where's Caleb's gallon of water, though? I went to Frisbee around noon today, and it's basically empty. So I just went and grabbed a water bottle really quickly.
What football team do we support? The Seahawks, when they're doing well.
Yeah, we're in Washington, so
yeah.
And they have been a good team in the last 5 years.
It's just this season they're having some rough...
And a little bit in the last one, too. Yeah.
Well, yeah, the last one was part of the decline.
Right, sure.
Yeah.
What do you think about Kill la Kill so far? Okay,
so...
just...
What is there even to think about Kill la Kill?
Seriously. It's so much fun. I don't even know how to describe what just raw chaotic fun it is.
And what I love about it is that because it is an absolute blast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At the same time, I feel like there are things that where there's the potential for basically being able to go deep into the show, right? Mm-hmm. And phrasing,
yeah.
But hey, this is Kill la Kill, so that works. But because of the things that they've been setting up, and it's still we'll still need to see them, actually deliver on those little bits of foreshadowing and promises and stuff.
Right.
But oh yeah, this is a good show. I am loving it so much.
At what part were you basically wondering oh, okay, is this kind of a good show? And then suddenly it just shifts, and you were like, I love
first
this
episode.
Show. But at what point in the first episode? Was it really early? When the guy busts through the classroom?
It was from the get-go. It just swept me off my feet, and I was just like, yes, take me. This is amazing.
Again, phrasing, Jacob.
yeah. But
someone clipped that Jacob just saying, take me.
Because I knew about Kill la Kill, of course, you know, before we watched it, right? Because it's Kill la Kill. I didn't really know anything about it, but just that I'd heard that, you know, okay, it's a very, like, fan servicey show, right? So it was always one of those things of like, no, I don't think I'd like that. But, you know, then you watch it and it's just absolutely incredible.
Totally. Is one day after Hunter x Hunter ends, can we have a discussion about antagonists in Hunter x Hunter on the Discord maybe? I think it's one of the story's strongest aspects. Totally.
Sure.
Yeah. How do you rank Hunter x Hunter in your top 10? I don't know.
First, we'd have to make a top 10.
First, we have to make a top 10. Yeah. We have a top 10 anime video, but it's old because because we haven't, you know, we hadn't watched as much anime.
Yeah, that was an idea for a video at the very beginning of the channel.
Yeah, maybe it'd be better to have now when we actually have subscribers and stuff.
And even then,
top
like,
10 videos are kind of silly.
Well, yeah, top 10. What I would see to be more like useful would be basically like, here are 10 videos that you can use to get people into anime.
Okay.
Like for different reasons, you know, different styles and things like that. So you could show people a silent voice if that's more of their thing, you know, and then you could show people like Attack on Titan if they're wanting thrills, you know. Because there are so many great anime out there. I don't know if I could make a top 10. Like a true top 10.
That's a good point.
Because it's the different things for a different occasion and all that, and like, yeah.
Maybe we should rename this to Attack on Titan Chill instead and have it called Anime and Chill now.
Yeah, we've kind of done Attack on Titan at this point.
Yeah, watch the discussion portion of things there, because there were a lot of cool things that we have a lot to talk about.
Attack on Titan's just amazing. Like it's one of those things where like
everything in Kill la Kill is intentional. People are saying that the Friday night thing sounds great.
Awesome.
Just just be intentional with time zones and stuff.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good point. It's number 1 on my list, and I watched a lot. Additional info: One Piece is a bad anime. Okay. Well, that's like your opinion, man. But I mean, it's a long anime, so you know.
Right. That's one of the great things about having the manga. Like even among the people that don't like One Piece, that have read the manga, they all seem to say, yeah, the manga is much better. Like, you know, in a lot of places, the anime is just not the best adaptation. Yes, Silent Voice is a damn masterpiece.
Oh, whoa. So another fun fact about Berserk: the Rwandan Civil War started when Miura began when Miura started writing the Golden Age arc. Whoa.
Oh.
Thoughts on Elon Musk being a weeb? Well, if you see my Twitter, you see that I'm just like, this is the greatest timeline. Like, in some ways, we have a lot of weird people in society right now, just kind of revealing how stupid they are with regards to certain things. But the point is that in all this mess, Elon, while he'll say some dumb things sometimes, just the revelation that he's like, it's time to build a mecha. I'm like, this is it! This is it, everyone! We have waited for this moment!
We are in the greatest
timeline. Like, I understand that there are a lot of other crazy things in the world right now, but it's good to focus on the positive, guys.
Yep. And just think about it for a second. Okay, think about this. Think about this. 20 years ago. 20 years ago, right?
Yes.
Anime had a bit of a different stigma, reputation, all that.
At least in our general circles.
At least in our general circles.
But I would say in the mainstream as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and because the internet wasn't really as much of a thing back then, you didn't call me Elon.
He literally said that in the replies.
I know, that's amazing. But like the fact that now, like, it's becoming like such a big thing, and it's just like, anime is just another medium of storytelling, and it's a pretty fantastic medium of storytelling. Like that's just I love it so much, because you know, now it's like I might actually have better chances of, say, you know, like doing a cold speech on why a group of people needs to watch A Silent Voice at a party where we're going to be watching a movie and wanting to watch Sleepless in Seattle or something.
Wait a minute.
But yeah.
Jacob.
What?
Oh my God.
What?
We have Star Platinum here saying, whereabouts in Washington do you guys live? I live in the Bellevue area. I'm just curious, so feel free to not answer. This is something we've thought about, but we might do, we might not. What if, Jacob, we took your, you know, your Blu-ray player, can play free Blu-ray player, things like that. We grab a silent voice and we find some place that we can, you know, rent out or something. And we have
just a watching
just
of it?
a big meetup, you know?
Sure. I mean,
like,
hey, I mean, I'm all for spreading.
I'm sure we have a lot of people in
Western
Western Washington. We are in Western Washington. If we did something in the general Seattle area,
and I mean, if you really wanted to see more of the general area where we are, just look at where our PO box is. That's not going to be 100 miles from where we are. So, you know, like,
I mean, that, but Jake, we don't want to encourage stalkers. Come on here. The point is that what if we did some kind of local just meetup thing, and we watched a silent voice, had food, and just hung out.
Oh yeah, and cried.
Well, yeah, of course. But like, what would you guys say to that? Because I think this is something that we kind of discredit ourselves as saying like, no one would show up, you know, like, that's kind of weird, or whatever. But
just a dedicated video on a silent voice.
Watch out, people could figure out where you are based on your brown cam background.
Background Chen, you wouldn't do that, would you? You wouldn't betray us.
There's someone out there with like a sound thing. They're just listening for those like screaming reactions from you. They're just like, I sense Jacob screams. They're like, it's over this way. Oh, wait. Both of you could make your own top 10 anime lists in secret. And for the video, you could compare them both to each other and have a live recorded discussion and see the difference. That would be pretty fun.
Here's the thing. Well, okay, and for top 10, that could work because then it could actually have some variety in things. But, I mean, if one of us watches a show that we absolutely love, and, like, this is, like, before the channel, the first thing we would do is tell the other person and be like, hey, you need to watch this show.
Yeah, that's basically how it goes.
And since the channel started, that certainly didn't make us watch more things that the other person was not watching.
Right.
So, yeah.
That is true. Oh wait, I forgot to shout out Thomas Paniego. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the SOS Brigade, dude.
Yes.
Appreciate you. Elon Chan. Wow, I watched the episode today. That ED actually scared me. I was singing along happily and then bang. Yep, dizzy. Oh, yeah. We were all in your shoes. Oh, I heard you guys like Bacano. Ever watch Durarara? We know about Durarara.
Yeah.
It is not actually that high on our list because the people that recommended Bacano to us said Durarara is not that good comparatively to Bacano.
Right, like that it tries, it kind of takes some of the same things, but it loses out on some of the heart that Bacano had.
Yeah.
And that it doesn't have the just compact, like, you know, dense story and all that stuff that Bacano had. Apparently, Durarara goes a bit long.
Yeah, we get asked a lot, what's our #1 anime? And the thing is that
silent voice.
Yeah,
like,
but that's a great answer. You know. But like, I really don't like answering this question. But I tell everyone that if I'm like, what's like the most like rewatchable anime for you that like you'll recommend to everyone, you don't really have like any problems with, it ends up generally being Steins Gate. I really feel like Steins Gate, and this is things.
I thought you were going to say Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
No, not really. I feel like I have to recommend something that's one season. You know, so that's something long.
Sure.
And I would say Steins Gate is that one. My favorite show of all time is Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I don't have any hesitation saying that. I feel like Avatar: The Last Airbender is truly for everyone, and. Fight me, I'm actually excited for the Netflix live action thing. I think it's going to be pretty cool. In fact, like, let's talk about that for a little bit, because I know that's kind of old news at this point, but you saw like how many people from the original, like, you know, production are actually going to be involved, right?
I mean, I didn't like count them, but there's quite a few.
There's quite a few. And they're even getting Zuckerman back for the music,
which is pretty cool.
And their reasoning behind it is to showcase it in a way they've always wanted to in live action. So in some ways, this has always been their goal. And I don't believe they're lying. I really do feel like in a lot of ways they wanted to do this in live action to be like their own Lord of the Rings at some point. And they realized, we're not going to get that big of a budget because no one believes in us yet. Let's go to some animated, you know, TV, you know, channels and stuff and see what we can get there. And Nickelodeon, you know, funded it and stuff, so I'm really excited.
Because, like, I mean, okay, I know that for myself as a writer with battle lines, I absolutely fantasized of what it would look like as an anime or as a live action movie, or I don't know if it would work. How it would work as a live action movie, that might be a little bit tough, but it's content.
CG.
But, yeah. Well, no, you're right, but like I'm more of just like, the usual book problem. How do you take all this content and cram it into one movie?
Well, it could be a show. A live action
it could definitely
show.
be a show. Yeah. Or like a multiple parter or something like that.
I mean, on some level, Jacob, that could be one of our big goals. Is at some point we basically are like, all right, this book is getting pretty big and stuff. We want to find investors to fund an animated show. Version of this.
Animated show. I thought you were talking about a live action show.
No. We start with animated for sure.
Yeah.
Because animation is hard, but there are ways in which you can scale it down and make it accessible as far as production.
Yes, absolutely.
I know a lot of YouTubers and stuff that have started their own animated shows via just getting investors based on the popularity of their YouTube channel.
Yeah, and hey, if we were
some of them even from this area,
if I was able to manage to like snag Studio Bones to like animate it or something,
that's a Japanese studio.
Yeah, whatever. Just be like, hey. Hey, can you animate this, please? Because you're amazing. I would not be against that.
That would be pretty legit.
I've actually thought about like, wait a minute, what is it like? Would it be a legitimate strategy to try and get the book translated into Japanese specifically so that I could get an anime made of it through there? Like, would that work? Man. Is that possible?
This is kind of possible, right? I mean, maybe. Oh, did you watch Rick and Morty? And if not, is there a possibility to react to it or just sticking to anime? We actually had Rick and Morty on a poll
once,
and it got like 4th place. And I was like, "Whoa, people really want us to watch Rick and Morty."
And it got a lot of votes. That was one of those ones where it was just like there were a bunch of things that had a whole ton of stuff.
Thoughts on Jordan Peterson? I think I've listened to a couple of his things, and he seems like a pretty cool stuff. He seems like a smart guy. Yeah. What is this? That is true. You both watched the same thing, but what might be number 3 could be number 5 for the other.
That's
no reasoning behind it.
And there could be a lot more variation than that, because like when you get to the point of a top 10, especially when you've watched so many different things that you love, right? Because when you start out watching anime, your top 10 is basically the 10 shows that you watched that you enjoyed, right?
Yeah.
But then when you watch more, it's like, oh crap, ooh, top 10, how do I do that? And then it's not a difference in like what you think is good. It's a difference in priority of how much you value certain things. Right? And that will make all the difference. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to watch another sports anime after Haikyuu? I would recommend Kuroko no Basket. It is basically on the same hype level as Haikyuu. Yeah, I think we've heard a lot of good things about Kuroko no Basket. At the very least, that it would be a very fun reaction. I've heard that the discussion side of things would be a little bit less because the characters aren't as good.
Right.
Haikyuu just does characters almost so well.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be looking at other sports anime to potentially replace Haikyuu, because that day's coming very soon.
Well, yeah, but we also do have Ping Pong the animation. That'll be like a little bit of sports stuff.
It'll be a little bit of sports stuff, but we'll still look at some of those other ones there to replace Haikyuu. Oh, that's interesting. I never watched Bacano, but I love Durarara, so I guess I should probably watch Bacano. Okay, Wolfwoods, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you probably should watch Bacano. Bacano is one of, if not like...
It is excellent.
It is like a top 50 anime of all time for like everyone. Like Bacano is
if they've seen it. Like
if they've seen it. Like Bacano is so freaking good and short. I would say once the show ends, be done with it. It's like the first 12 or 13 episodes.
13 episodes. There's 3 OVAs, and
you don't need to watch
they have some stuff in there, but they're not nearly as good as the rest of the show. Just watch the
13 episodes,
and the dub.
The dub is amazing,
stellar.
The dub is just so stellar. Good. Like we were doing dub impressions of some of the characters, specifically one of the characters, Jacuzzi Splot, in the Berserk Volume 2 stream last Tuesday.
Like it's incredible. The first, I will tell you, it deals with like 4 or 5 different timelines, and it's not about time travel. So there's that, so it can get very confusing in the first episode, especially because they're setting the foundations for everything.
Right, it's non-linear storytelling at its finest.
Yeah, but that is also kind of the fatal flaw of it, of why more people didn't hear about it and get into it and all that stuff, because the first episode will leave you very confused.
But don't let that detract it. We're mostly just assuming it will leave you confused. There's a very real possibility you go, ooh, this intrigues me. It doesn't confuse me. It kind of gets me excited.
If that is the case, I take my hat off to you, because I was very confused when I watched the first episode.
Yeah,
but they use that to its advantage as the show goes on, because as it goes on, you get more context for things. And when the show is all finished, you know, that nice 13-episode package for the 24 characters that it has.
Oh yeah, or more.
Yeah, or more. Everything fits, everything makes sense, and you're just like, oh.
And then you want to rewatch it again.
And then you want to rewatch it again
because there's so many things that you missed.
Exactly. So then you just get way more enjoy of it on rewatch, and the characters are all just so entertaining. Like, again, one of the
watch
ways
Meccano.
The dub really shines. Yeah.
We have DBE just subscribed with Twitch Prime.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We have
Susame. How about
we have Kisamex Hoshikagi that just followed us. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the SOS Brigade. Appreciate you.
Fun fact, you were the reason I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yes.
That makes us so happy, dog. That is like that. Those kinds of like comments are awesome. My like personal favorite, because it's like, yes, I got someone to watch that thing that I absolutely love. I'm able to like, yes, it's fantastic. So so glad you liked it.
Any other manga you guys are interested in reading after Berserk and One Piece? I think actually the one that I've heard a lot of people say that we should do if we don't do the actual show is the Gintama manga.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. And saying that it's really good. Like, it's top, 10 manga of all time. Like, really, really good. Okay. And that if we end up, actually, deciding, the show is too long, we won't react to it, go and do it with the manga instead.
One of the ones that I've always wanted to check out, and this is just something that I heard about, but because I love A Silent Voice and Wolf Children and things like that, I'm like, oh my gosh, this sounds amazing, is a manga about a mom, and I think she's a single mom, that has a kid that is autistic.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if it was one of those ones that actually finished, or it just sort of went for a while and then petered out, and just sort of just stopped, but that's one of those ones that I always wanted to find out the name of it and read it and all that.
Cool, yeah. Bakato and Durara are in the same universe. I think the reason why people might like Durara less is because the following seasons become a stagnant 7 of score, if I can make it clear. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I think that's probably what it was, is that they couldn't make properly a Bacano season 2, so they're like, let's make another show of the similar vein, Durara.
Well,
and I don't know if they have source material that they're
it's
based
light
off
novels,
of.
yeah.
Both of them are?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And
gotcha.
Same person making the light novels.
Makes sense.
So
Yeah. Consider Baby Steps as a possible sports anime replacement.
We've heard a lot of good
Baby
things
Steps.
about that, yeah.
We've heard, what was it? It's Hajime no Ippo, Slam Dunk, it's like Ace no Diamond or something like that. Baby Steps,
and
it's Ping Pong the animation. We just put that on
and
stuff. What was the other ones? Kuroko no Basket. Was there one more?
I mean, Keijo, but
no, Jacob.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh
no.
Yeah. Will you ever read the Vagabond manga? It's one of the most beautiful things ever. Never heard of it, but we will.
Cool.
We will take that note down. No, Gintama anime is greater than manga. Oh, okay.
Can't miss the voice acting in Gintama.
Okay, gotcha. Kingdom manga. I have heard about the Kingdom manga. That is a very popular one. I don't know much about it though.
That seems like the other basically from what I've heard, the other kind of not epic fantasy. Why am I mind blanking? Medieval style, just general big war type stuff or whatever. It's called Kingdom. Other than how Berserk did all the things with the Band of the Hawk and stuff, and I've always wanted to see more stories do that.
Kaiji can be considered sports.
Kaiji is that
that's the one with that's the very sharp chin guy, right?
In the sharp nose.
Nose, yeah.
You have the same nose.
So it's a So it's a gambling one, you're saying?
I think so.
Oh, that's cool. I do like kind of casino type stories, but if it's not like that kind of gambling, it's more like, you know, like, I have a debt with the mafia because of my gambling thing, and now I've got to, you know, kind of deal with that kind of thing.
And if that's considered a sports anime, then I think I might know my favorite sports anime alongside Haikyuu.
Oh.
Spice and Wolf. Economics, baby, the sport of economics. Oh yeah,
capitalism. Buy low, sell high.
Yeah.
You know, with my big bowler hat, I'm the Monopoly man, you know. The Monopoly man, yes, I would like to buy Boardwalk and Park Place.
Well, and I mean, you know how I love wolves, so, you know, and great characters and dubs and stuff, so, you know.
And Atlantic Avenue, Ventnor Gardens, and Ventnor Avenue and Marvin Gardens. Those are the yellow ones. I have all the Monopoly, like, high-level things memorized. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, man. You two should watch Free. I'm sure it would be hilarious.
Free!
You know what's funny?
There we go.
You know what's funny about Free is that we've watched the abridged for
the 50%
off, and we haven't even actually watched the actual show.
But the abridged, man, that's fantastic.
Well, we've only watched like the first 4 episodes of the abridged, though.
You've only watched the first 4 episodes.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it.
I've watched all of it.
Oh my god,
I've watched all of it. Unfortunately, Octopimp isn't making any more because it, you know, took too much and whatever, and I totally get it.
Oh yeah.
But like, oh man, it was fantastic.
Abridges are a dying breed.
I love the idea of all the council of Harus inside Haru's mind, like, and of course Thugisa, I think is what he's called.
Yes, I think that's right. Oh
okay,
yeah.
Now we owe Big Steve a favor. That is not a position you want to be in.
Yes, we have heard of Erased. We've watched Erased.
It's fantastic.
I've introduced other people to Erased. Kaiji won't work for reactions because it has that one horribly paced arc. I mean, okay. I mean, well, it's still on our list. We're not saying that we're going to put it in necessarily.
Yeah.
I played high school and college baseball, so the prospect of Ace of Diamond reactions is really exciting. However, I didn't recommend it to you guys because it's Hunter long. Oh, okay. That's why I've heard of it, but it's not actually the one that's getting recommended the most. The one that's getting recommended the most is Hajime no Ippo.
Yeah, Hajime no Ippo.
Slam Dunk.
And Kuroko no Basket.
Yep. And that's probably really it for the top ones.
Yeah.
Spice and Wolf is a sport anime confirmed.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, PogChamp for sure. If you've watched the next couple episodes of JoJo's already, then you can have an idea of what Kaiji is about. Oh, what could they be talking about, Jacob?
I have no idea.
Darby.
Fun fact.
Darby.
Well, wait. Okay, fun fact. The voice of Kyon from Haruhi Suzumiya SOS Brigade is the same voice as the MC for Gintama. Okay, so no, I just realized they're probably talking about in the sub, not the dub.
Really?
Probably.
Well,
that's very cool.
Wait a minute. Who does the sub voice for Kyon, though?
No, don't care. I thought he was boring. And just watched dub because Crispin Freeman. But
wow. Okay.
But okay. He I know he's done a bunch of other things. Like there was a very specific reason they got him. That's probably not something I would be able to connect on unless it is Crispin Freeman, in which case I would freak out. But yeah.
What's an anime you have watched which is so bad it's good?
Ghost
Stories.
Yeah. Don't even need to think about that one.
That was 100%. Yeah. Ghost Stories is in the dub. This is the actual best dub. Anyone that actually knows anything about anime, when they're asked what the best dub is, they'll give you their real answer. But then they'll give you their actual answer.
Yeah.
Because the real answer is like, well, the way that this one person captures the performance of this bit and setting it in the era of all this blah, blah, blah. That's all that stuff. But when you say like, no. What's the actual best dub? They're like, oh,
or at least which show has the biggest differential in quality in the positive upward direction between the sub and the dub? It's Ghost Stories.
Yes, if you haven't watched the Ghost Stories dub,
it's so good.
Go on YouTube right now.
I would love
check it out.
I would love to quote it to you.
Amazingly funny.
But I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, like Twitch staff would come in here and shut our stream down if we started quoting ghost stories like directly.
It's so good. It is so good.
Yes, it's actually just one of the treasures of life in that yes, it actually exists. Fun fact about Berserk, Guts was originally going to have a katana and be the only one to have it at the medieval setting of the story, but Miura decided to switch it to his more iconic sword. Yeah, I'm really glad. Too, but I'm really glad he went medieval fully with this.
Yeah,
otherwise it would have been a little bit I don't know. I don't know. Katanas
are medieval,
but wearing all that armor and stuff, like.
Well, no, he probably would have changed all kinds of things, to account for it.
Yeah, I guess.
Because this is at the very beginning.
Actually, that's a good point. He doesn't really wear that heavy of armor. A katana could
later
work.
in the show he does wear a bit more armor. But yeah, at the beginning it's the whole like RPG adventurer type thing.
The rogue Ronin.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hello, I'm a badass swordsman. You know.
Yes, I've got a big sword that's not at all compensating for anything.
Yeah.
Because with Guts it actually isn't.
Right. What were you gonna say?
Oh, just that. Oh no, I was wondering, like, wait, have we talked about some of the sub things, the people that have subbed? But then it's like,
gotcha.
no, that's the same. That's the same
those,
name.
Yeah. I think we're actually coming up on the end of the podcast here, guys. Yeah. Like, really, thank you so much for like tuning in and stuff. One of the questions that I don't know if we really got as much answers about it, is if I start doing Friday night Twitch kind of Let's Plays, just kind of casual, nothing super intense, more of a kind of a relaxing stream and stuff. How many of you guys would be interested in tuning into that, like post 5 p.m. PST Friday nights?
I would, and I will backseat drive the entire time from chat.
But I'm doing this at this time because I generally don't have like any huge commitments. I leave it open basically potentially for social stuff, but my social life is basically dead because of this YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I mean, for the most part, I still go to Frisbee and do a lot of stuff there. But how many of you guys would be interested in watching that? Because I know you go to D&D on Friday nights.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. D&D's fun.
Yeah. We have Yes, do Twitch Let's Play. 6 p.m. is fine.
Cool.
Is the unboxing video coming out today? Oh, wait.
Perhaps we shall see.
We'll see about that. Maybe we should end the Twitch stream.
To the post office.
Oops.
That is the first time this has happened. Wow. And you guys caught us on it live.
Wow.
Good job.
Yeah, clip that. That's hilarious.
Also, let us know if you liked this style of the
podcast.
Because one of the things that we were realizing is that the original style that we would do of just talking about a specific subject on a podcast, it didn't feel as natural coming to Twitch. So we decided to try doing something out that's more like this, just hanging out with you guys and all that. And if that's something you like, let us know.
Instead of dedicating things entirely to a specific subject,
just sort of talking about different things that have been,
and having it be more of a hangout podcast rather than a dissertation podcast.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Let us know what you think about that. Oh, Marcus Marcuson. Thank you so much for following the channel, dude.
Oh, yes.
Glad to have you here. So, the resident Discord meme lord. An incredible guy. Get to know him. Join the Discord. See his memes in the SOS memes channel. They're hilariously cringy and amazing.
They are.
Yeah. But yeah, we should probably end the Twitch stream so we can get on that potential unboxing video that we might have forgotten about. I mean, no, we totally didn't forget about it.
No, not at all. We did not at all have, Didn't all stay up till 2 in the morning last night because, of stuff. Yeah. Nope. Yeah.
I'm Caleb. I'm Jacob. We'll see you all next time. Yeah. We're gonna do all the intro outro stuff once the stream is done. So with the power of editing, we can put it wherever we want.
Yeah, there we go.
Genius. All right, guys. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are great. Thank you so much for those that followed, subbed, and asked questions and chatted with us.
And we say this a lot, but really, we appreciate you guys so much.
Yeah, we really do.
The fact that we can do this blows our minds.
In some ways, I don't need a social life. I've got you guys.
Yeah.
Like
we can just stay inside all day, every day.
And just chat with people on Discord. Just answer your questions and stuff. This is great.
Only see the sun when we go out every month to get the boxes.
What is that? Unboxing video. Go away. Yeah. I take out my makeshift gut sorted. Be gone. Only dark and edginess here. All right, guys. Thank you for watching our podcast, number 56.
Yeah.
It's been awesome.